Hi, tonight we're going to talk about spiritual vision. Discovering our personal vision helps us to understand our purpose in life, our family, our work, and our arrangement in the physical world. This gives us direction, leading us to the right approach that not only motivates us but serves the common good. Our spiritual vision is our calling for what we are made to do in this life, which is our unique way to fit in and enjoy living. Our personal vision provides us a lens to see our nature in the physical and our consciousness in the spiritual. They can come to us in a dream, a daydream, a hallucination, or spiritual ecstasy that conveys a personal acknowledgement or admission. It requires that we see from the perspective of our spirit or consciousness, and that the experience is more real than what we see with our physical eyes. It is invisible to others because only we are prepared to see our personal vision. Helen Keller was blind, but she saw more than most of us. She said, "The most pathetic person in the world is someone who has sight but has no vision." An Apache prayer is, "Looking behind, I am filled with gratitude. Looking forward, I am filled with vision. Looking upwards, I am filled with strength." To have visions is an art form where we are able to see the invisible because we live honestly and are authentic. The visions in the world are revealed when we deal with the physical world with our physical eyes, but perceive from the perspective of our spirit in consciousness. We live in the material world, but we need to go deeper so we understand the spiritual visions that bring ecstasy in natural situations. To be spiritually intelligent, we need to be able to make the invisible visible like the artist does. It doesn't matter the medium, paint, dance, music, or sports. Visions attract us, enticing us to act, so are brought through us when we are in the flow, free in the light. Tunnel vision is dark, caused by fear, worry, and sorrow, so it pushes us, not attracting us like the light at the end of the tunnel, because the tunnel is an illusion. Michael Jordan says, "Never say never, because limits like fears are often just an illusion." A Maori proverb says, "Turn your face to the sun and the shadows will fall behind you." Einstein says, "Reality is merely an illusion, albeit a very persistent one." Are we too blind to see visions, or are we looking the other way and don't see them? To see a vision with our eyes, light hits the retina, where the photoreceptors turn the light into electrical signals. These signals travel through the optic nerve to the brain, where the brain turns them into the images we see in our mind. Our consciousness is our unconscious, subconscious, and conscious mind together, sometimes called superconsciousness. Therefore, we need to awaken to our consciousness in total to become superconscious. It is always alert, recording everything, and does 1,000,000,000 things at one time. So it is 1,000,000 times more powerful than our mind. It has no verbal language derived from words, but speaks to us with dreams and visions sent to our minds. Without superconsciousness, we find ourselves in the middle of an ocean without a compass, a steering mechanism, or where we are, which way to go or what to do. We can't do anything that we can't envision. But once we do, we start to create the life we want to live. Carl Jung said, "Your vision will become clear only when you look into your heart. Who looks outside dreams. Who looks inside awakens." Thich Nhat Hanh says, "Spiritual practice is not just sitting and meditation. Practice is looking, thinking, touching, drinking, eating, and talking. Every act, every breath, and every step can be practiced and can help us to become more ourselves. Religions today are losing their authority because they do not repel political pressure and greed. Therefore, new communities are developing that offer new spiritual visions that permit us to see many options. Sorrow, narrow-mindedness, and fear create tunnel vision, while peace and acceptance allows us to access our visions that lead to love and unity. Stillness in instability lets us evaluate the circumstances and make a decision that puts us back in safety and tranquility. Religious movements ingrained with anger and hate lose their hold on people, so new arrangements evolve that counter with visions of love. The Bible in Proverbs 29:18 says, "Where there is no vision, the people perish. But he that keepeth the law, happy is he." The Dalai Lama says, in order to carry out positive action, we must develop a positive vision. Vivekananda says, anything that makes you weak physically, intellectually, or spiritually, reject as poison. We need a vision to balance our body, mind, and emotions, and spirituality so we mentally don't return to our past. Everyone is on a spiritual journey, just living our lives on a path back to our spirit. But many people are not aware of it. It is a path of coming back to the soul, expanding our consciousness with awareness above our mind and body. The only interference is our mind, so we don't lose our mind, but we lose the established attitudes that hold us back. The journey to truth is personal, but we can be on more than one path, if we so choose, because attachment is the biggest obstacle. Our journey is not to get anything, but to arrive in spirit in the presence of love and peace, in the here and now. A Japanese proverb says, "Vision without action is a daydream. Action without vision is a nightmare." Steve Jobs said, "If you are working on something exciting that you really care about, you don't have to be pushed. The vision pulls you." Thank you.